Hello everyone and welcome to another Marine Log video. I'm Alex from Marine Log. I'm here with Adam Hutchinson, the GM of Diversified Marine. Adam, thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks, Alex.
Yeah. So we're here on the first day of the Workboat show. We're going to talk about a new collaboration between Elliott Bay Design Group and Diversified Marine for the Electric Truckable Tug. I know this is a big announcement that just happened this week, Adam. So if I can ask you a few questions about the project.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, so just to start things off, a general question. What inspired this collaboration between Diversified Marine and Elliott Bay Design Group? And can you walk me through kind of the beginning steps of how everything came together?
Sure. So we had an idea probably 2 or 3 years ago that we already had a diesel propulsion truckable tug, and we wanted to, kind of what our namesake says is we wanted to diversify ourselves a little bit. So we wanted to offer an electric option.
Okay.
It was, it's an area or an avenue that in the marine industry specifically, there's a lot of push, a lot of money being spent in that area. So that's something that we wanted to do. So we had a design already. I had reached out to Elliott Bay because I was doing a little bit of research and saw that they had done something similar with the customer previously. So I reached out to Joe and the Elliott Bay team and just kind of pitched the idea to them, and they were excited about it, and that's kind of where things started.
All right, that's great to hear. So, a lot of people are aware, like you said, it's a trend to electrifying tugboats. But could you walk us through kind of how does the propulsion system compare to a traditional diesel-powered propulsion system on a tugboat?
Sure. So first and foremost, and from a customer base, the glaring difference between the two is an electric tug, the efficiencies are north of 80 to 90%, whereas in a traditional combustion motor, they're about 30 to 40%. So savings in your cost savings just off the top there are astronomical.
Okay.
So that's really been the biggest avenue for us to go down individually, but for the industry in itself.
Okay. All right. And so, what makes this tugboat particularly suited for construction operations and short-term operations, specifically in sensitive areas? I know that's a big key factor for electrifying a tugboat is in these areas where sometimes diesel isn't the best option.
Absolutely. Again, from the top, zero emissions.
Yeah.
So carbon footprint is zero, and for a lot of these sensitive areas, that is paramount. That's really one thing that they're working with.
Yeah.
So that's the easiest, and like I said, first direction that we wanted to go with. But secondly, where this thing operates the best, and the customers that have used the diesel engine previously is in low water, inland areas, shallow water where you can't get bigger tugs. Something that's easier to maneuver around, great for marine construction, large movement, whether it be bridge, coastal areas.
Yeah.
And this is ideal for those types of situations, and the customers that we sold these to previously absolutely love it.
Okay, Adam, so what makes this tug truckable?
So again, one of the big selling points for us for this is it's user friendly. So this vessel can be from dockside to loaded on a truck in about 2 hours.
Wow.
It's about 15 to 20 bolts that are unbolted. The pod house lays down. It's crane lifted onto a low boy flatbed truck trailer, and in 2 hours it's on the road. So extremely easy to set back up when you get it into the water, and anybody can do it. So it's ideal for smaller operations. Does not require a licensed captain. This is it's again ideal for smaller construction.
All right, perfect. And then to wrap things up here, can you get into some of the more impressive technological features behind the electric tug, specifically when it comes to people making sure they have the thrust they need in a dredging operation, or for things like line handling? How does the new tug compete in those realms?
Okay, so ideally, what you would need to do, how we do these right now is it all depends on the application. In order for us to give the best system, provide the best system, we need to know what the customer is doing, how they're doing it, but from just a general statement, torque engine, electric torque engine is much greater than a diesel engine is. So being able to harness power that you need in a smaller package is much better with an electric propulsion system than a diesel propulsion system.
All right, that makes a lot of sense. Well, thanks for taking the time to give us the rundown on the new project.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you being here. Thanks again for watching. We're going to talk to Joe Hudspeth coming up next. Hello again, everyone. We're back here at the Elliott Bay Design Group booth. I'm with Joe Hudspeth, the Director of Sales for Elliott Bay Design Group. Thanks for being here, Joe.
Oh, thanks, Alex. Good to be here.
Appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to talk about the new truckable tug. So in terms of engineering, what went into this to optimize the propulsion system to kind of, work in this electric capacity and kind of bring some new technology to the market?
Yeah, well, it's a great question. We were able to partner with Diversified and really capitalize on their great design that they already had been building for the maritime market space. And what we did is we came in and we looked at all of the mechanical machinery, and we said we need to swap that out with electric propulsion. And we looked at the space and the components and what was needed to provide all the power for the missions that the truckable tug would be performing.
Yeah.
And so we were able to work with a variety of industry partners to come up with suitable propulsion systems and an appropriate amount of energy storage to allow the tug to operate in a full day's work. And so that's where we leveraged our expertise in advanced electric propulsion system design, and we came in and we provided a design concept that worked not only for the footprint of the tug, but still allowed it to maintain that ease of truckability and get loaded and unloaded very quickly, and then operate in those sensitive marine environments.
Yeah, and that's a huge plus for this industry, the ease of use and user friendliness. So in terms of that, can you get into a little bit of the technical aspect of things, of what actually took this tug to kind of a new level that helps it perform well in these sensitive areas, these low water areas?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, we've replaced the mechanical diesel propulsion with electric motors. We're using permanent magnet motors. We have up to 800 horsepower capability of this truckable tug. So you're going to get that good bollard pull right off the bat. You don't lose any of the efficiencies that you would have with a mechanical-based system. You're also going to eliminate any of the vibration, the noise, and of course the harmful diesel emissions. Those are all out of play now with going with this electric propulsion system. We've also implemented all the appropriate safety systems on board for an electric vessel of this type, with the battery management system and the energy storage. Okay,
perfect. And Adam from Diversified Marine already got into this a little bit, but from your perspective, could you walk us through how this collaboration kind of got off the ground, and give us a little bit of insight into how you got from the start of discussions to a finished product?
Yeah, well, Elliott Bay is very passionate about helping customers realize a more sustainable future. And we realized that the great design that Diversified had with the truckable tug really lent itself to transition into this new generation of emissions-free vessels. And so we were able to leverage our expertise and provide a system that would work with standard off-the-shelf components that would be great and robust for a maritime working environment.
All right, perfect. And just to wrap things up here, Joe, we're here, it's the first day of Workboat. What's your goal here with Elliott Bay Design Group for this show, and kind of how are you forecasting the year coming up, maybe the next couple of years, and if you could give us a little bit of a market outlook?
Yeah, well, we are very encouraged about the marketplace these days. The Workboat Show is a great place for not only suppliers but operators to come together, and certainly Elliott Bay Design is pleased to talk with any customer about their naval architecture and marine engineering needs. And we're seeing a lot of growth, not only in our core markets of the ferry market, but also in offshore wind, and the harbor coastal craft market, especially with the tugboat. And maybe we'll even see a certain growth in the offshore oil industry as well. So very encouraged to be here at the Workboat Show, and pleased to talk with anyone who's willing to come by and meet with us.
All right, well, Joe, thanks so much for giving us this information.
Thank you, Alex.
Always a pleasure. Please continue watching on marinelog.com. Thanks for watching this video.